Hey guys, it's Katie from Shire Ranch. Today I am going to be putting together the last of our raised beds. We got 4 in total, so this is the 4th. And I have a little photographer behind the camera. She's really cute. That's why I'm smiling. So these are the Birdie's raised beds. So far, the 3 that we put together, I really love them. So this is the largest size. They're 29 inches tall, which is really tall. It's a lot to fill, but we like the style. We like how it will age well. So let's get started. So first, unboxing. It does come with instructions, and it shows you all the different configurations. It's 5 in 1, so I can do any of these 5 shapes with what I have here. And we are going to do the 4 foot by 8 foot one. It's the same size as what we had at our last house, basically, and we really like that size to work with. So that's what we're going to do. And then on the opposite side, it tells you what to do. I probably deviate a little bit. First, I am going to get everything kind of laid out and to where it's going to go. So let's do that. So we got all our panels laid out in the configuration we want. Now we're going to do the long sides first, and then we'll attach the short sides to the corners, and then everything together. But since we're doing the long sides first, we're going to open up these, and these are some vertical supports that are going to go on the side, the long side panels. And then you got this huge bag of nuts and bolts. And then the last thing before we get started that we're going to do, so I'll start right here, is there's a protective piece of plastic, and we're just going to peel it back just a little bit, and this will, you know, keep protecting the metal while we're working until we get it all done. And once we're all done, we'll take it all the way off and put our raised bed into place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to do it on this side. And you could go through and do it like all at once. I'm just doing it. You could go through and do it all at once. I'm just doing it a little bit at a time, or one sheet at a time, because that's just what I want to do. Hey, Eb, can you bring me the instructions? Can you bring that to me? Thank you. You're so kind. All right. And I'm just making sure because it sort of shows you the configuration, how it's supposed to go. So it's on the inside. We'll go ahead and open up our huge thing of nuts and bolts. It comes with this little tightening tool, but you're going to want to have a screwdriver as well. Mama's going to keep these. Mama's going to keep them. All right.
Mama.
Not yet. I need them. So, in case it needs to be said, the bolt goes on the outside, the nut goes on the inside. And we're just gonna kind of quickly fix them. With this brace that I have down here, and actually I'm gonna move the camera for you guys. With the brace that I have down here, I'm only gonna do the bottom 5 holes, and then I'll leave the rest undone, but I will do the top 2 of the sheet. One thing that I want to mention, because the other 3 are a little wonky, there are 4 side, like, square panels, rectangular panels that say Birdies at the top. If you care, I guess, make sure they're at the top. I do care, but I don't care enough to take them apart and redo them. But this one, we'll have them all at the top. All right, now for the next long side. My side pieces and my end pieces all done, and we're gonna put all 4 sides together, and then we will go from there. One quick thing before I keep going on this is, when you're putting these together, just make sure that your panels are on the correct side of each other. So like the corner pieces are on the outside. So that makes it pretty simple. But just like double check yourself when you're doing it. That's all. We have it all put together for the most part. Let's see, which side can you see better? So these top 3 aren't done on each one. So that means therefore the horizontal supports. All right, so this configuration uses the 4 support bars in each one. So the end pieces look like this. They have like a rectangular end, and then you just hook them together with one of those rectangular ends on each end, and slide it down over these. So there's one, and same thing on the other one. And then we'll bolt these together momentarily, but the sun is encroaching, so we're gonna break until the shade comes back. All right, so it's a couple days later, and we actually ended up getting it moved and filled, and the rest of the garden in, except for this bed. But I wanted to finish up what I started. So we put those horizontal braces in, and then the last step other than the last few steps, was to put in the rest of the nuts and bolts, and to take off the protective plastic, and then also to put the edging on. And this still needs to be cut. And the best way to get this on, especially over the lips where the two panels meet, is like a butter knife, basically something that's very slender and dull, so because you don't want to scratch the metal too bad. So I'll just use a utility knife to cut the excess of this, and we will be good to go. So once you've gotten all so once the bed's all put together, you can move it into place. They're not heavy, they're not super heavy, they're just super awkward. So unless you're big, you probably want 2 people. This would probably be a quicker project if you did have 2 people to put them together. I did actually end up getting help from my husband to tighten the screws at the very bottom, because I just can't reach to hold the nut on one side and the screw and the bolt on the other. And then once you get them to place, you can level them out. Yes. We'll give that to the chickies in a minute. And you can fill them with your choice of materials. We used a lot of straw bales and wood chips to fill a lot of it, and then we top up with some soil. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of what we do and how we turn this little tiny backyard into a hopefully super productive little homestead, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!